Young takes the snap, and he hands it off. Hubbard running right, breaks a tackle into the end zone. The game is over, and the season is over for the Cardinals. They are eliminated from playoff contention on that Chuba Hubbard touchdown run. The Panthers win it in overtime.
Second time today we've played the old remember win game. Earlier we were talking about Texas State and that game that ASU narrowly won there. That was the great Dave Pasch with the call from last year, the final call when the Cardinals lost in Carolina, 36-30 in overtime on Chuba Hubbard's 21-yard rushing touchdown, a game that ended it. Like a game that we were basically saying, oh, it's a win. They're going to go to Carolina. They're going to win. And they'll extend their hopes. And instead they lost. It was like, how'd they just lose that game?
You know, it's crazy because it's not a rivalry, but don't you feel like if you looked at the history of the Arizona Cardinals, there's more like bad moments to remember about Carolina than almost anybody else?
Yes. It's not a rivalry, and in the moment I'm struggling to find the right. They are your nemesis. How?
The Spurs.
How? I don't know. But for some reason, the Carolina Panthers have just been a major pain in the butt for the Arizona Cardinals for decades.
What's the record?
15-6 all time.
That's like almost 75%.
15-6.
Like 70% winning percentage, right?
And it's not
15-5 is 75%.
Yeah, so it's a little under 75%.
Wow.
Carolina's 9-4 at home against the Cardinals, 6-2 on the road against the Cardinals, 2-1 in the playoffs against the Cardinals, and it's not.
See, that's what it is. It's playoff loss.
Well, yeah, because you remember the NFC Championship game.
Of course.
The Ryan Lindley game.
Yes.
Was against the Carolina Panthers. There was a divisional game. Oh, so that one. Okay, the one time they beat Carolina was the game I had to eat the crow for, or I was looking for the crow for, and I couldn't find it because it was on Sunday.
What year was that?
That was 2009.
Okay, that was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. Gambo, it's not like that 15-6. Yeah, it was from over the last 20 years or so. They played in 2025. They played in 2022, 2021, 2020, 2019. They've played 5 times in the Kyler Murray era. The Panthers are 4-1 in those games.
I'm curious. I have to look this up because I just don't remember by heart. So they have 2 losses to the Carolina Panthers in the playoffs, right?
2
losses.
They're 1-2. Yeah.
I don't know if they have 2 losses to anybody else or anybody else has more.
Yeah, because their playoff history is so spotty.
So 98 they had a win against the Cowboys. They lost to the Vikings. Did they lose to the Vikings? Okay, so that was the first time they were in the playoffs in Arizona. Was 98.
Yeah, that's the first time they were in the playoffs.
So,
since 1947.
here's their losses: Vikings, Steelers, Saints, Panthers, Rams.
Yeah.
The Arizona Cardinals have not. The Panthers have won more playoff games against the Cardinals than anybody else.
Yep.
Nobody else has won more playoff games. So maybe that's why.
Yeah.
You know, there's not a big history of Cardinals playoffs, but the Carolina Panthers have played. They've played more games against Carolina than anybody else.
Yeah, I think that's like, if I were going to pie chart it, I think that's at least 75% of the reason why is that we remember the playoff losses and we remember them, especially that NFC title game. I mean, the Lindley game, you go, okay, whatever, you were down to your 3rd-string quarterback, but the NFC Championship game was like, okay, here we go, Super Bowl. It's not Super Bowl rings, not Super Bowl, right. Super Bowl rings, right? I think that's part of it, but I do think part of it, too, is that some of the time, not all of the time, but certainly last year, the Carolina Panthers are looked at as an inferior team. Certainly last year that was the case. We had circled that game as a win from the jump, right? From the minute the schedule came out.
Yes.
And as we got closer to it, there were some people last year, and I'll give them credit for going, hey, guys, I'm just telling you, they never play well there. And beyond that, they never play well against Carolina. And there's no explanation for it. There's no there's
no rhyme. There's no reason.
No rhyme, no reason. And it's not like a record that's 25 years old. They haven't played each other in the last 7 or 8 years. They just played last year. They've played, like I say, 5 times in the Kyler Murray era. This is one that I would sit here and say it's your home opener. You should be fine. You'll be at home. It's Carolina. They're your nemesis. You got to be careful.
Okay, they scored 10 points on Sunday.
I know, they're so bad.
Their first touchdown came with 4.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Bryce Young threw 2 interceptions. He had 3 turnovers. Their defense gave up 6 scoring drives, 200 rushing yards, 178 passing. I mean, this is a terrible football team.
Yeah.
They were 5-12 last year. Last year they gave up the most points in a 17-game season and allowed more rushing yards than any defense since 1980. Since 1980.
I saw that same stat this morning. Please say that one again, nice and slow for the people in the back.
Last year, when the Panthers went 5-12, they gave up the most points in a 17-game season.
Okay, that's not the one I was looking for.
And they allowed more rushing yards than any defense since 1980.
Okay, that's insane. That's
Yes.
Really, that's like you talk.
How old were you in 1980?
I was 9.
Yeah, I was
9.
like 14.
Yeah, I was 9, and I couldn't tell you what rush defense allowed more than 3,000 yards, but it was probably like the San Diego Chargers or something like that.
When Ronald Reagan became the president in 1980.
Yeah, and you're right. So like when we talk about who are the Panthers. Okay, the Panthers are a team that, they drafted the U of A kid at wide receiver. He had a decent first game.
Oh, yeah, he was good.
Bryce Young, we'll talk about him as the week goes on, but he looked like the same old Bryce Young with the same old Bryce Young problems, throwing his helmet. He got upset because a play, 4th and 1 call didn't go his way. The rush defense was, they made Travis Etienne look like he was the second coming of Emmitt Smith out there. Like he was just running over
everybody. If you got James Conner this week in fantasy, play him.
And so seriously, everything about this game, everything says, oh, yeah, Cardinals are going to be fine. They're at home against a team like that.
I mean, they should be like, I don't know, you guys play these survivor pools. They should be your pick this week, the Cardinals.
Carolina.
Yeah.
And that would, if I were in a survivor pool, that would be the one thing that would give me pause. Do I really want to pick the Arizona Cardinals as my must-win team this weekend, knowing they're playing the team, the organization that is their nemesis? Gives them fits.
There's a lot of one-score games this week. That shouldn't even be a one-score game next week.
Shouldn't be.
That should not even be a one-score game.
Especially for a team that loves to run the football the way they do.
Yes.
Against a defense like that.
Right.
Shouldn't be. Yeah, shouldn't be at all. But stranger things have happened.
Interesting. Good notes. Good notes right there.
Thanks for watching Burns and Gambo. Click to see more from the guys and hit the button in the middle to subscribe so you never miss a video from Arizona sports.